North Carolina spends well over $13 billion a year on its K-12 education system, and the General Assembly recently passed a 6.5% average teacher pay increase, 6.9% increase in principal pay. So this most recent budget added $500 million to the K-12 education budget. So it's within the context of massive increases in education spending. Do we hear calls for adequate funding and full funding and complaints that the General Assembly has not been funding K-12 education at the levels that they believe should be funded?
What does it mean when an organization or an advocate goes with a reporter and says, look, we're just not funding education enough. We need full funding?
It means more because there is really no research out there that tells us that North Carolina specifically needs to be spending $1,000, $2,000, $3,000 more than it does at present. We know, for example, that some of the research tells us that really the floor in education spending is $8,000 a year. But really, when it comes to North Carolina spending, we don't really have a sense of what those terms mean. And so I think as long as they're used in the media, they're used just to signify more, not necessarily with an amount in mind.